Moving away now from our intro to this matchup, we head into the pistol. Gambit starting on the CT side as we open up on Dust 2. The CIS slugfest that it is. And Lackey coming out of double doors, looking for a bit of presence towards the CT side of mid, but nothing to be found thus far. Instead, they find Hobbit lurking in on short. And Forrester takes him down with a very clean headshot. 5 versus 4 now for Entropiq as they head towards this A-bomb site.
Yes, indeed. Now Axel has to hold down long right now. Same goes for Naf, and he is going to find the first beautiful headshot on the Forrester, but does get shut down by Karad, and Axel is now in a lot of trouble. Is going to find a beautiful shot on Nickelback. I say a lot of trouble, but his team comes in clutch right there. And not only his team, he right there also finds a wonderful headshot, but what a way to recover this round for Gambit. Hobbit here behind the double doors. Forrester. Only towards short, of course, Entropiq. Once again brought up into this one. Only thanks to the double doors, and here we have Alien. Peeking towards his A site. Shiro here. Has to be careful, only with an MP9. Nickelback. Coming out. And Shiro here with the MP9, gonna find one only. Actually, Axel took another kill, and now Gambit eSports in the 4 versus 3. Bomber's gonna be planted though by Nickelback. That's a huge win. And now Nickelback. Oof, the jump shot.
Strike and for Oceana Counter-Strike. But Gambit looking to turn everything on its head. Being the favourites and staying the favourites as Shio rips Krad's face off with a Deagle shot. And an upgrade to an AK-47 comes in quite nicely. Smoke is yet to fade. Shiro can easily back out of this or hop his way up towards the wall as Nickelback lies in wait towards the short angle. And another smoke will come on in. Shiro peeks ahead of it, finds the bomb, and that's great information. Rotation should be coming in now. A minute left on the clock, and Nafany on the bomb site has a lot left to do.
Yes, indeed. He's in a great spot right here to do great things, but it's going to go down to Lackey. Now Hobbit and enters in a 2 versus 3 retake scenario, and Entropiq are looking very good to win this round. Now Hobbit with that AK-47 could make something brilliant happen, but he has to get that kill as soon as possible because the bomb is, of course, sticking down, and defusing it can be very hard, as we have seen in the Australian Entropiq from saving those weapons, because the economy from Gambit is still looking quite good. Number 5 now, Forrester. Can go towards that B side, perhaps. Smoke, of course, still blocking it out, but oh, look at Krad. He is looking to go towards his A side, perhaps looking to find a frag. Now, has to be careful now. The smoke has faded away. You can see that he's falling back, and his team are going towards the B side. Lackey with the headshot on Twinters. Now Nafany is going to lose his head as well. Now look at this Gambit. What a surprise play from Entropiq.
Yeah, Gambit just get blasted. A double entry there from Lackey is absolutely huge. And Hobbit, it's a messy spray. Takes Krad down to 11, but it won't be enough to seal the deal. Either way, that man was heading towards the wrong bomb site. Hobbit readjusts nicely, decapitates good old Krad, but Forrester from the backline trades one back on out. And the economy of Gambit is slowly slipping into ruin, especially if they can't save this AWP on Shiro. And the AWP on Axel. Alien, he's looking good for the kill here. The flashbang is perfect, though. Axel escapes with 42 points of health, and he probably will be able to fight another day, especially as he continues to fall on off. These T's are hungry. They want frags. They're pushing into the A-long doors. Opt against it, though. Save the AWP over, and a second round on the board to Entropiq.
2-0 based off the momentum, because these teams right now is looking so damn 50-50, perhaps even 70-30 the way it's looking right now towards Entropiq. Find it crazy to say, because Gambit is, of course, the #1 team in the world right now, but as we've stated before, in these regional rivalries, you can throw all the rankings out of the window because it kind of gets 50-50 rather quickly. Now Forrester is going to find 2 entries. Oh, but Inters and Axel now going to try to hold on to this A bomb site.
Jesus.
They're all just falling like flies. Entropiq, where the hell is this coming from? Now, actually, I shouldn't be asking myself that, because they have definitely proven themselves a lot lately. But my question definitely is, what is their limit? And their limit? It's looking like the sky. But that is, of course, in the past 3 months, and he's not looking as good as he did earlier on this one is. And Leon is going to find a no-scope there onto Hobbit. And now Entropiq are coming towards his B site. Intus, loses his head just like that. Nafany now coming in. But Entropiq, this is looking like a very dominant round because look at the positioning of Alien.
Yeah, Alien, he's on the rear flank though, but he does get spotted, has to fall back down short. Shiro closes on his position, sees the head, finds a frag. Now in this 3 versus 2 retake, it's going to be incredibly difficult. They don't have utility, but it's going to be a one they have to go for. Forrester hides under window as his compatriot hides behind double doors. They have great positioning here. They can trade off of each other, and Forrester starts things off. No trades needed just yet. He sees Axel jumping around, finds another head. All down to Shiro, picks up his first. Can he deny a round from Entropiq? And he gets the frag. Does he have enough time on the bomb? Grabs the defuse kit and starts it off. Gambit finally put a 4th on the board, but it's not done with ease. Shiro forced to find a 3K in that round, and he does it in an excellent fashion.
Against the teams higher in the ranking, of course, Na'Vi. Not going to include them because they did just lose 5 maps in a row to them. Now Shiro here is going to find a kill into Forrester. We're going to miss that just by a second. But yeah, Gambit eSports, it would be quite crazy if they can pick up this round. Nafany here with his team are going to be pushing up from short. This could be huge. They're going to find all the kills. Grad goes down as well. Nickelback and Lackey. There's honestly nothing much they can do right now because Shiro is here. Finds the kill into Nickelback. Second in the round, and Lackey 1 versus 5.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him thus far. And Gambit, as soon as I, start to cut them down with my words, they pop straight back on up again in a just sizzling fashion. Lackey won't even...
There's a lot of players
they
here
tend
towards
to crumble, but the timer does still have 40 seconds left on the bomb. They will be heading in towards these pistols, but Alien already entries so cleanly.
Sloppy.
And Crowd to follow on up. Intus, though, they will check him, but not properly, all the way hidden to the deep of Goose. Intus now has to deal with 2. He finds a 2K spray down. That's huge from Intus. Now a 3 versus 1, and perhaps he will white. As they do slowly crumble. Lackey spins on in, finds a head of Axel Intus, so he plays it so well. He's playing for time as much as he is for this frag, but Lackey finds the kill. Now all down to Nafany, the 1 versus 1. Can Lackey seal the deal here? He will have to go for the bomb plant eventually, and that smoke will cover him for a little while. Nafany, oh my goodness, gets his head shredded to pieces. Entropiq storm ahead to a 9th, and now a 9-5 scoreline to them. Means Gambit are going to have to do so much to recover. Now Entropiq, who made it to Premier, actually.
You're so probably
dealing heavy damage. Oh, yeah, so they made it through Premier. They won Premier. They made it to ESL Pro League. And Nafany does shut down Crad early on. Nafany wants his own spot in ESL Pro League, which I think they have anyway off the world rankings. But that's besides the point. A double entry now for Gambit. They are very, very eager to deny this double digits round for Entropiq, and so far looking so good. They will have to deal with Forrester, who's playing sneakily behind double doors, and the Orpa in mid. Charging on top, Nafany. There's very little opportunity for him to survive this engagement, and he does not as a result. All down to Intus here as they hurt their way towards his B bomb site. Intus finds the first, drops on off. Forrester will fall, and now a 2 versus 4. 40 seconds left on the clock. Intus dodges the flashbang, but Alien doesn't check his corners. Intus is a big 3K in the round as he locks down the B bomb site. And now Gambit finally put their 6th on the...
Don't bet what you can't afford to lose, sorry.
Don't you worry. Lackey, though, he can't really afford to lose his head in this situation, but he does regardless. Gambit start things off quite strongly on their T side. Shiro is very low HP, though. If they can find a 2-man advantage, then I'd say they're definitely secured, at least for the time being. Nickelback, his feet peeking out behind the smoke, and Nafany spins on round, but it is him to take more damage in this engagement. Towards short, Nafany will go, but he hears a lot of rotations towards A. Are they going to go B off the back of this? I feel like this could be a possibility.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Forrester. Gonzag Nafany down to 29 HP. Drop 4 versus 5. Make that a 3 versus 5. What a shot from Nafany. Good to be the half-where Gambit come out ahead, but Forrester, he's just come out of nowhere in this round, finding 2 beautiful frags. Can he find more? Yes, he can.
No.
Wonderful 3K now. I do believe he only had 3 bullets. I may be wrong on that.
Oh, we've had a disconnect.
Shiro and Nafany, 2 versus 5. I do believe that was a dead player, yeah?
It was indeed a dead player. They were killed earlier by Forrester, but now it's their connection killing them softly. And Forrester,
so
with
how many bullets does Forrester
have?
have?
The pistol.
Like, god damn it! Why did he not just kill me? You know, life is hard already with a pistol, and then just that low HP. Lackey though is gonna get his bell rung down to 40 HP. He has to be careful. Inters and Hobby now 2 versus 5 with the Glogs. Ew.
Getting his bell run. I like that. A nice dink in the face.
It's a dinner bell.
It's a dinner bell, because Entropiq are rather hungry. They're feasting on these Gambit eSports players. Inter's down to 15. Hobbit on 100 with nothing but a Glock. And he's all out of luck as well. Forrester finding Inters, and they're just feasting on the eco frags. Gambit can't get anything done in round number 17. Not that they were expected to in the first place, but not even the Deagle finds a speck of damage, I do believe. And Alien is just on fire with his scoped weapons. About as bad as their game against Team Spirit. That was a whitewash. As with their game against Navi, Nickelback plows through Axile. Nafany finally trades, but in the 3 versus 3, how much can they get done? Possibly a lot more than the 4 versus 5. Inters jumping off on top of the boxes, has to be so damn careful though. The bomb carrier himself gets his head removed by Lackey on the SMGs. These are AK-47 players getting torn to shreds, majority by SMGs. It's all down to Hobbit in the 1 versus 3. He may have won a mates. They don't do anything wrong here in round number 19. Yeah. And Crad, perhaps this is a little over-aggressive, but if he plays as well, if he gets a flash from the team, then he's going to find one. He doesn't even need a flash. Nafany will fall. Nickelback doubles up, and now a 5 versus 3. Gambit are crumbling in front of our very eyes in the quarterfinals of an RMR event. Crad sees another, and despite Nickelback's low health, he's still in a great position to at least give information to his AWP that there's a man on long. The Deagle could get something done here. Axel will find Alien. Hobbit finds Crad, and the textbook has clearly been closed a little bit. Perhaps they skim read the text as Lackey finds another. Nickelback following up. Shiro now 1 versus 2. And,
yeah, he lost.
He lost on time, and he doesn't even get the AK! Factor. But at the same time, this is going to be like a big win for him, and quite an emotional one as well, probably. Obviously, this Entropiq lineup, they're not quite seen just yet as the titans that Gambit turned themselves into. And who just had a part of being in this whole process? And Nafany will find the head of Crowd to start things off in round number 20, but Nickelback trades on in. Even when Entropiq are at a man disadvantage, I just feel like the way they're playing is so good right now. They're so good at anti-stratting these tier 1 teams, reading them like books, that they can never really be ruled out. And there you go again, another trade straight on back into 2 versus 2. And Entropiq, they still have utility. Axel may have a Molotov, but that grenade is going to be brutal. Inter's down to 62. Forrester finds Axel. All on 2 Inters in the 1 versus 2. No, and he's going to have to spray them both down a piece. Sees the head of 1. Isn't going to realize he's already been flanked by Forrester and Entropiq. They've rewritten the textbook. It's a new one. They're playing flawless Counter-Strike here, and Gambit have no answer on the map pick of Entropiq.
Forrester could go absolutely huge here. Oh, Lackey finds the first, finds the second, and Forrester. These big kills are not really going to go his way. Nafany takes out Forrester, so unlucky Forrester. Lackey is in the server. And someone might say that Gambit are quite unlucky.
Oh dear. That one's already been used. That you stole the joke from Entropiq in chat. I know.
Wasn't on the stream yet.
Good for you. Good for you. But moving on. Axel pulls off a nutty headshot towards Alien, and in this 3 versus 3 situation, there is still a little glimmer of hope for Gambit. They do have to group up towards a safe bomb site, and they need to do it quickly, as there's a lone defender there for the time being. Crowd and Axel both trading damage, but neither one results in a kill. Oh my god, Crowd, the readjustment will fell Nafany for the time being. The bomb coming in from short on the back of Shiro. Eventually finds a kill onto Crowd. But now look at this, a player coming in from short and another in from CT. Nickelback starts to spray through the boxes, won't find anyone just yet. Still a 2 versus 2. Axel has an off angle. Can Shiro deal with the aggression towards the site itself? No, Lackey ensures that Axel's left in the 1 versus 2, and he gets absolutely overwhelmed. Entropiq are going to pick up a 15th round on the board. And Gambit, what is happening? They're imploding before our very eyes. It's been a pretty rough ride in this RMR event so far.
Go. But yeah, Vertigo and Entropiq beat Virtus Pro on that. Of course, Virtus Pro are no Gambit, but at this point, Virtus Pro look better than Gambit.
I mean, yeah, they had a closer game in this series against Entropiq. I think it might have been a 16-9 finish, but either way, it looked a lot spicier than this. The first map was, of course, Mirage, and Mirage will be our last map for the day. But Entropiq have already displayed their dominance on Mirage, so if we do go to a third map, things could potentially be quite dicey for Gambit. I feel like they could win in Vertigo. It wasn't the strongest map in the world for Entropiq, but they still put up a damn good fight on it. And their mental resilience is certainly a testament to just how good this squad is. But they're not really going to need resilience as Forrester gets a 2K spray down, and we could be done right here and now, and we will be. Forrester doubles up, Lackey seals the deal, and ladies and gentlemen, we're done. Gambit have just been dominated. Number 14 in the world, ripped to shreds to number 1 of the series. Will be Entropiq on the CT side, and it will also be Elian to find an entry, already crushing the morale, no doubt, of this Gambit side. And now in the 5 versus 4 situation, Forrester has a lot to do, but we know how mean he can be on the USP. Actually doesn't find one just yet. Flashbangs rain on down, but there we go. Forrester with a quick peek finds one. Knuckle back onto another. Lackey finding another. All down to Nafany. He gets ruined by Lackey, and Entropiq decimate in the first pistol round of our second map.
No. Let's see what they can do with these weapons. Now, Alien is going to take out Hobbit. Has to be careful. Down to 16 HP. Tickle would take him out, but player's not going to be able to get into tickling distance because Nafany and Axel now 2 versus 4.
Oh, no.
Why are you laughing, Tom?
Because tickling distance was quite a comedic sentence. What, you caught me off guard with that one, but Nafany almost puts himself into the line of sight, but no, Bomb will now go down. It's a CTs to retake. However, as much as I'm hyping this round up, it is 3 M4s up against just 2 Tech 9s. If Gambit won this round, that would just be intense, insane. White, as they come in for the retake. Oh my god, Axel's going to double up. It's all down to Nickelback. It's actually the 1 versus 2. Make that 1 versus 1, and Nafany has a chance. The smoke will get dropped. The Tech 9 spam could still come in here.
Oh no.
Oh no, Nafany doesn't realize it's actually sticking to the fuse. Gambit comes so close.
Tech
Calls at this point. And also, this match has not been factored into the system just yet. Crad will be factored into the system as Inters goes for a double entry. Make that a triple entry combined for Gambit on just the, well, downgraded weaponry.
Yeah. Entropiq being upset in this one. Gambit eSports showing some life once again. How do you feel about Nafany's picture with the rest?
I feel like Nafany's picture perfectly sums up how Gambit were in the first game. Just asleep.
It's nice and green. Looks together quite well with the silver operation bin. Now, enough about all of the irrelevant things that I'm talking about. I do tend to get sidetracked a lot. But now Axel, he doesn't get sidetracked. He is holding this one down. Lackey being a bit too aggressive there. Gonna lose his life. And now Gambit in a 5 versus 4. And they're looking way stronger here on Vertigo. And I like to see that they were able to reset. Because in the beginning of the game, Entropiq were also looking way stronger. Now, it's Gambit's time to shine. Forrester is going to come in though, finds 2 kills. Gambit's time to shine, I said. But Alien is going to steal away the show. Light. No. 3-3. The spotlight I didn't mean.
Comes down to 74 from spam fire through the smoke. And Crad now, he's good to swing, but Nafany readjusts. A brilliant frag from him. Nickelback risks a lot by sticking at the top of ramp.
But eSports looking to go towards his big bomb side. Alien going to find a nice kill into Nafany there. He is definitely going to overstep right there. Isn't going to be welcomed with open arms. Now Forrester right here behind the wood. Laying around his smoke. Now as soon as that smoke goes away, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But right now, oh, the timing right there. Not quite sure what he was trying to do right there. Perhaps look away from a flash, but it's going to go down. Now Gambit, 4 versus 2. Entropiq, run. Time to save.
I mean, Inter's full-on leaps through that smoke like a gazelle to find a one-tap, and now Elian, no doubt, a little scared in a 1 versus 4. I know I would be. Trying to save over this A1S into a broken economy of Entropiq. And when your economy is looking this dire on the CT side, on a map so heavily util-focused on the defenders, it's not great. You definitely want to save over that A1S, but also making running noises towards short isn't the greatest idea you could have. PFan, I am, intelligent enough to realize that VP right now are not on top form. Gambit may not be either, but they're certainly on a hell of a lot better form than my friends over in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, now Nafany spraying and praying through the smoke. Nickelback Ooh, Hobbit is going to find headshot onto Alien now. Nickelback with the trade frag. 4 versus 4 right here. And Entropiq, could this be the round that they come back in? Currently down quite bad. 3-7. Now, of course, this map is looking way more decided. Shiro throwing a molly towards Ivy. Now, Nickelback playing behind the sandbags. Single molly could flush him out. Hobbit does actually have that molly, but he's holding the flank, so he's going to be playing around these sandbags to perfection. The nade is going to come in, takes him down to 16 HP with the molly. Still yet to come. Now, Hobbit is going to bring that. And bye-bye, Nickelback.
Well, yeah, you got to kiss his band days goodbye. And now in this 3 versus 3, it's looking pretty convincing for Gambit once again. Enters, I was going to say lovely entry, but he whiffs the spray. Now it's looking rather lackluster for Gambit. Only 5 seconds left on the clock, and look at this. Hobbit has to save the AWP over. And that's a great round for Entropiq. They have 3 left alive. They win it convincingly.
What they are going to be able to do with that information, not much, honestly. I'm still going to go towards his A site, but they are going to throw some utility. And oh, Alien is going to miss the flick. Nafany takes him out, and now Gambit in a 5 versus 3. Hobbit finds Nickelback. It does look like it's all falling apart here for Entropiq. Once again, Hobbit on top of the box is going to find a kill through the smoke onto Krad and Forrester and Lackey. It's time to run for the hills here.
Now, if I'm correct, I believe it was Gambit who lost to Virtus.pro 16-14 on the map of Vertigo, and then went on ahead to 3-1 them at the end of Katowice. Changing and adapting, and Nafany cuts down Lackey as he attempts to save Forrester as well. Good for 1. Shiro to deny him a save. And that's 9-4 on the board for Gambit. Them were just bad at CS now. I called you out. Tier 2 NA.
Scream, though. He was great. Just didn't get any opportunities.
Scream was quite a one-dimensional player, and that was proven by his time on Gamer Legion. He was great when the meta was very focused on fragging, but now with all the utility plays and like die-hard teamwork, Scream just doesn't really fit into the current meta of Counter-Strike. Yeah, Entropiq certainly fit into the current meta of Counter-Strike, as they are fantastic. And despite their performance on this map thus far, Shiro looking the wrong way, gets decapitated. That's the bomb dropped and enters. He's got money, he's got time, but can he win out a 1 versus 4? He removes the AWPer, has a good read onto the fact Lackey might be pushing through Ivy, but Lackey doesn't get over aggressive, and this will be rewarded if he doesn't go down to Inters here. Inter spins on in, and there we go. Lackey finds the frag, and Entropiq onto a 5th.
Going, well, the A side, but oh, crap. I'm not even sure he spotted him, just spraying. Yeah, don't think he spotted him. And Nafany is going to punish Nickelback here, though. Finds Krad through the smoke. Gambit absolutely shutting down Entropiq after they are able to find the entry frag. But now it's Lackey's time to shine. He has been pretty good on this map so far. And he is going to be holding the side here. Is he going to push? Hobbit. Oh, Hobbit didn't spot him. He's running out with his knife. Lackey finds a kill.
No.
A 3 versus 3. Lackey is going to be aggressing once again. Has to be careful. The AWPer is there, but Lackey, he's on fire right now.
Well, Jesus Christ. Did they just... Okay, I thought that was the AWPers killing each other. The kills were instantaneous there. There was a fraction of a second in it. And now Forrester on the rear flank gets cut down, and Nafany seals the half in the RMR competition. And Gambit, whilst they may be better than VP, at the moment, they're not looking too much better than Navi. So I really hope this goes to a 3rd map, because I cannot see wait to see who will win that out. Alien starts off strong, though, finds a header 1. Hobbit to trade. Nafany not able to deal with aggression towards Ivy. And oh my goodness, Hobbit's going to find a 3K. Where's this come from? Now the bomb dropped in the presence of Short, meaning Forrester has to deal with a 1 versus 4 in the pistol, and it's not looking great for Entropiq out here. Gambit finally able to win out one of the pistols in a relatively convincing fashion here.
Yeah, Vertigo is starting to look like DE_Gambit. Forrester now is not going to find Hobbit. A bit of a sloppy encounter back though. Going to be peeking with that Desert Eagle. Let's see who comes out here. Intas playing very smart. Not going to be peeking too much. Knows he has an MP9 and needs to wait for them to get quite close. Now Entropiq are being let loose. It's as though, ooh, that is not a slow peak you want to do, especially when Nickelback is on the other end. Currently is a 4 versus 5 for Entropiq, and Exile gonna save this round for his team, or well, not really save, it already was kind of going in their favor. And Alien, 1 versus 4, is gonna find a kill into Exile. Does some damage, finds another, and not like this. This would be absolutely insane. But Nafany is going to take him out, and that will be the 12th round for Gambit.
Here, otherwise things could rather quickly spiral. And also, White, we're not quite out of the danger zone of the 14-7 scoreline yet. That would be that'd be quite interesting to see another one come into fruition. It was avoided on Dust 2. Can it be avoided here on Vertigo? Axel hasn't been checked just yet. He finds the first, finds almost a second with a spray down. The FAMAS not quite enough of a high rate of fire to deal with the second opponent there. Bomb shocked over onto the site, and Forrester, who I did tell you to watch out for, but all the wrong reasons in the map pick of Vertigo, will be holding off that rear flank after the bomb plant comes on down. It is still a winnable situation for Gambit here. Look at their health versus that of Entropiq. They do just need to start this retake sooner rather than later. Hobbit is millimeters away from spotting Crad. Oh no, again, he's jiggle peeking the wrong angle, and even if he does walk over Crad, I don't think he'll spot him.
Knife?
Oh, Crad? Crad's going to see Hobbit first here. Sees the head, finds the frag, and despite being on only 8 points of health, gets the job done. Now in the 2 versus 4 for a save. Gambit need to be careful. Thankfully, they have a bit of spare cash in their back pockets, and Shiro can drop a rifle over to Nafany, away from sealing the entire series. And that would put them 8 rounds ahead of Entropiq. So this is a vital round for Entropiq to take. But look at the grenade! Crad is down to a mere 35 points of health, and if they're going to execute towards A now, this could be a huge just meat grinder, especially with Hobbit's position. It's such a hard one to clear. Alien finds a kill to Nafany, was blinded by Shiro. Hobbit, in the meantime, estimates ahead of Crad. It's now down to the 4 versus 4 and White. Time is ticking away. Only 20 seconds left. Axel and Shiro on the double up setup. Fine at 1 apiece. Now Forrester and Elliot are going to get full blinded by this flashbang. And Hobbit jumping over the boxes finds ahead of Forrester. All down to Elliot with 8 seconds left. And Elliot gets mowed to pieces. Into seals the deal, and a 14th on the board for Gambit as they look to dominate just as they were dominated on the first map. Foreheads in this round already as they land themselves in a 5 versus 3 situation. Nickelback is on a laughable amount of health, and that grenade, oh no, the grenade is huge. It's gonna take down Nickelback. Alien on 24 points of health, and if the spam comes through accurately enough, they could both go down to the wallbang. Crowd on 32. It's just a miserable amount of HP, and Entropiq are probably going to be forced to try and save an AK and a Galil as we head into round number 22 on Gambit's 15th round.
That is absolute insanity now, of course. Entropiq are quite dominant in the last game as well. So it's nice to see that both teams are good on their own map. Nafany always going on a hunt, gonna find 1, finds 2. And Entropiq, that was after time as well.
Potentially last round of play, but it's not looking great for Entropiq right now. Duplicated score lines probably going to be the case unless Forrester can whack the head off of the jumping AWP on the B-bomb site. An interesting boost coming through here. How much will they actually achieve with it, White? As they are down bad. They are down horribly.
Yeah, they're really down bad. I think this is the first time in my casting career that I've seen match point where the terrorists have Glocks without any armor. Axel is going to take out Forrester as well. Now, he was a decoy. He had a Glock, so not a lot has been lost right there, but still, I mean, 4 versus 5, 1 player with a Glock. This is pretty much a 3 versus 5. Grad is a bit of a flashbang, well, decoy. Now, the real flashbang is going to come in. Axel can't find the flick, has to be careful. And Entropiq now coming in 3 versus 5, but this may be too little too late. Axel, he is putting up a show, and now 16-6 on Gambit's own map pick.
Will they be able to replicate that level of success? With so much pressure on their shoulders, they do deal with Lasky to start things off strong. Crad goes down after finding Hobbit. 4 versus 3 as they encroach on this A-bomb site. Can they seal the deal?
That is a question that everyone will be asking. Now Nickelback is going to find Axel. Takes it back into a 3 versus 3, but Indus. Beautiful running headshot onto Nickelback. Now Forrester from CD Spawn. He has to save this for his team, but it's going to go down to Shiro. Alien now. Nice headshot onto Shiro. Still in a 1 versus 2 with only 30 HP and not a diffuse kit. Definitely has to deny the bomb plant, but he has a great angle to do so. It does look like he's going... Well, he's going to be looking if a flank is going to come in. He's going to reposition. It's a great decision for him. And of course, know that there was someone in jungle. Now, is he going to find a kill? No, it's not going to spot Nafany right there, but has to be careful. Okay, he still has a lot of bullets, but doesn't matter. Nafany is just going to find a kill, and 1-0 for Gambit. What a great start, especially when you got a nice skin.
Indeed.
I do believe that's also why some pros just don't have any skins at all. I don't think there's many anymore. I think there was like one pro that did it.
JW?
JW, not. I think it was someone in Fnatic though, or I don't really fully remember. There was a pro player that just didn't get skins, but did put name tags on his. I think that was existent. Not sure. Not gonna say anything. But there is someone. Now, Entropiq. Getting ready to hold onto the speed bomb side. Oh, this moldy. Where is it gone? Not towards the spot that Forrester is in.
No.
Alien is gonna find interest and is gonna distract them, but Forrester is going to find a kill onto Shiro, and Gambit are absolutely being shut down. First to find a second, and that'll be the first round to Entropiq. The fact, if Entropiq want to regress towards the palace now, Nafany has gone through connector almost undetected. Did get his bell rung right there. Like he is going to find Hobbit. Now Intas, ooh, rad. Looked like Intas was going to run away with that, but Nafany going to get flanked while he was the flanker before. He has now been outflanked. And Axel and Shiro in a 2 versus 4. Shiro going to try to find a player, but Entropiq, they are once again playing textbook Counter-Strike. And when you play textbook Counter-Strike, you're not going to go for these peaks. You're going to be playing a bit more boring. Well, not exactly boring, but a bit more safe. But I do want to tell you that I do believe that the reasoning that the ranking points for this event are not that great is because HLTV may be looking at the average. Now, this tournament, the teams, you know, some are ranked very high, and there's some great teams, but there's also
For the opening rounds, and that's why Virtus Pro went up 93 points in the HLTV ranking. Well, places, not even points. But that's a story for another day as Alien cuts down Nafany as he tries to get cheeky around the B apartment's windows. Forrester has a headshot angle. And oh my goodness, Gambit are being dismantled again in the gun rounds. Hobbit finally claws one back, but it's all down to him now in the 1 versus 4. He's only got the Galil. This is a dire proposition for Gambit to be walking into, and I don't know what's happening here. But they're being cut down very early on the side that they choose to start on.
yeah, Crad is going to hit his Hobbit. Goes out. Oh, that was a bit shaky from Crad. Could have lost his life there. Ooh. He decided /D-sided the map is. I'm going to ask you first on this one.
Go on.
I
get you. So, I think this map is actually the most 50-50 in the game. But in the current meta, depending on who's playing it, it is a little bit T-sided. Just if you've got the aim and the utility to back it up. I think this one's going to be very 50-50 because both of the teams have great aim and utility. But Forrester gets aggressive cut down by Nafany in revenge. And yeah, we have a 3 versus 3, admittedly a much stronger set of, well, everything for Entropiq.
Now Nafany is going to have to do it all right here. Does have a smoke, so he's going in past. Not going to be able to smoke off anything, at least not without exposing himself. This is actually quite nice. They're coming out of the palace. No one is in jungle. And Lackey is going to find Nafany. That's a bomb carrier and a player with a rifle. Lackey, can he find a 3rd kill right now? It would only be for style points at this point because he has already done enough. And Alien, talking about style points, goes out with his P250. Side, of course, we do have the CT rifle. Entropiq and 1 AK onto Nickelback, actually. Gonna give him some juicy 1-tap potential. Now Nickelback is going to use exactly that and try to peek into middle, but look at the damage that has been done to Alien and Crad. That is terrible for them. Our teams only have to go for body shots. You can see right there, Hobbit wasn't going for the headshot right there. Actually bringing truth to my theory right there.
Yeah, and also Hobbit survives the onslaught, meaning that Nickelback could be in the danger zone if Hobbit clears the angle. Molotov in from Nafany could be great. Instead, it's Inters to find Crad, and Entropiq are slowly crumbling in round number 9. Will they be able to fell the bleeding, stem the wound? Forrester drops a grenade on out. Lackey finds Inters. The spray does connect onto the player towards stairs. Lackey finds another. Hobbit's actually... Oh no! Hobbit's getting knifed by Nickelback. He goes down through the smoke to the AK-47. Forrester now... Oh my goodness, he's only gone and found Hobbit. This is a big turnaround for Entropiq. Axel now on the 1 versus 2. Gets the first, knows the bomb is towards CT. The Molotov towards jungle could be costly though. It gives up his position. The flashbang is fantastic, but he doesn't know where Nickelback is. The smoke will fall on down, but it's going to be slightly too deep. There should be a crack in that, and Nickelback will be holding it for the time being. Axel actually doesn't have the crack. No, it's perfect. The smoke is perfect from Axel. He grabs the bomb and still has enough time to rotate to this B bomb site, and Nickelback will read into it.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have time.
Oh.
Yeah, Nickelback. The timing, holy, this is crazy. Ooh. Axel gonna get the bomb down. It's only 1 versus 1. Nickelback looking like he was gonna catch him off guard, but no. You've seen crazier stuff happen. I don't think Gambit would be doing that. Don't have Stewie 2K on their lineup now. Hobbit. Tagged down to 87 HP. It does look like the Executor is coming in right here. Nice nade coming in. But the nade is not going to find a kill, and that is what matters right here. Gambit running in. Nickelback finds the first, but it's good round here for Gambit. Oh, Shiro.
Oh, but Alien, though, he's got his eye on the cross. He sees one. That's a brilliant shot to Nafany. At close range as well. Barely a single moment to react. Shiro, though, traced back onto Forrester. Crad claws another one back as he's getting spammed down through the boxes. Alien coming in towards connector here. Could be a huge factor. Shiro from the sandwich. Decapitates good old Crad, and Alien now pushes on him with the ult, but he gets spotted. The barrel. As Shiro guns him down through the smoke, and Gambit find their 6th. Entropiq are making these rounds so close, but they're not quite able to tow them over the line.
Just yet. Crad could be changed. That has been spotted by the jiggle. No Alien. Don't touch that. Might shock yourself. Does get tagged down to 57 HP, and Axel actually going down to 56 now. That is quite dangerous if he keeps pushing up. But oh, Crad. That is quite unfortunate. Looked like he was about to find a frag right there.
He saw the shadow as well.
Did follow. Yeah, that's just painful. Now Gambit looking to go towards B. Forrester is going a bit too aggressive, actually. Finds a kill. Can he find more? Yes, he does. But Nafany finds the punish, and that is just so damn bittersweet for Forrester. He does find the 2 kills, but he could have had it all right there if he didn't go down.
Shiro just hits a blinded AWP shot onto Crad. That was nuts with the reaction speed. I don't know how he's even able to flip around that quickly. Hobbit has now been given the AWP, and the AWP was dropped towards apartment. It has since been recovered. Shiro finds a frag onto Nickelback, leaving Lackey in the 1 versus 3. But I don't know if they'll expect him to be this fast on the flank through apartments. Shiro doesn't even check it. Does a bit of chip damage as he spins around 90 degrees. Hobbit, though, watching the angle with the AWP. Could be good for the kill onto Lackey, and he will be. Denies Entropiq anything here.
That's why you're not a pro.
Yeah, this is true. The pros don't have broken mice, for the most part anyway. We have seen a couple of tech timeouts for uncharged mice. Also, we've seen Crad falling to Inters. As you said, Nafany finds another onto Alien. The utility is perfect, but they actually force Lackey into a fight with Nafany, and Nafany loses it. The grenade is fantastic. Inters seals the deal. Nickelback sees one in the palace. Another flashbang will aid him in his endeavors. Forrester from the short, though, doesn't realize Hobbit's already on the B site. This whole thing was a ploy. And now Nickelback either has to try and go for the 1v1 on B or just save the M4. And I think he wants this 1v1 fight with Hobbit. He's hurtling his way towards the B bomb site, but why are the A players not rotating? Gambit, the bomb is on the other side. You've got to start rotating now. And Inter seals the deal onto Nickelback. They catch him off guard. And an 8th on the board now for Gambit. It's in roster by, they were handpicked for the job. And then they were given Hobbit, and I think they brought in another player, which was either Shiro or Nafany.
No. Hobbit ended up replacing Supra.
Yeah, he plays Supra.
Now playing for Nordafint, but no other roster changes happened after that.
Oh, really? Okay. I was thinking back to like 2019 Gambit Academy though, when I think they might have had another roster change, or am I completely off with that?
thought you were. It may have happened. I thought you were speaking after the acquisition of Hobbit.
No.
This lineup have been together. The core has been together since April of 2019.
Yes, a long damn time. And as I said, they've weathered many a storm together, as of Entropiq. But as you said, they haven't weathered quite as many as this Gambit squad has just yet. And actually, Winstrike were very promising in the last RMR cycle. They made it to 3rd place above VP in the, I believe it was We Play Clutch Island. It could very well have been the, oh, it wasn't IEM New York, because Virtus.pro won that one. But I think We Play Clutch Island, they beat Virtus.pro in the 3rd, 4th place decider match. Either way, this round ain't looking too hot for Entropiq. Yes, I am reaching. We're going to go away from the backstory for the time being. And Shiro is going to go in for the fight. Axel drops on in. And oh, that's disgusting. He finds a drop shot onto Elian's head. Does go down to the bomb, but it's not going to matter. As it's
50.
I don't even want to think about that. And Axel doesn't
2055.
either. So he removes the head of his opponent. Yeah, 2050-50, that's a long way in the future. I'm pretty sure we do actually have grenades with wheels at the moment, which probably do fare better than legs. You would be implying that grenades are sentient beings at that level. And,
oh, hell no. Too far. All right. Now, going away from grenades with legs, we're back to players with legs.
Indeed. And again, it'd be quite worrying if the players didn't have legs going into an engagement like this. In the final round of the half, Gambit, they do have the health advantage and a lot more utility than the CTs. So far, they're taking it very slowly with only 20 seconds left, White.
Yeah, no, this may be too little too late. Krad is going to find Axel. Intis with a trade, but can't quite find a spray transfer. Now Lackey. Indark is going to find 1, 2, and 3 in the round. And this just goes to show, whenever a team just waits to the final second,
that Entropiq look a little down and out.
Yeah. Completely agree with you on that one. Now Nickelback, oh, Shiro, just so damn good with that P2K weapon. Still feels weird seeing, but of course it's a part of the game now. Intis is going to find a edge on the Lackey. Elian and Krad do come out with some trades. 3 versus 3, and a bomb site could still be theirs. Now Krad is going to go down to Shiro. Elian with the trade, and Shiro and Hobbit not a fuse kit though, so they're going to have to come in rather quickly. But they're still looking like they might just come out and win this. Actually, Forrester, what a beautiful headshot. Hobbit now in the 1 versus 2.
Oh, they double swinging, but Hobbit finds the first head. Forrester shuts it down. It was looking so good for Hobbit for just a glimmer of a moment. Doesn't mind being compared to Simple, but he has such a different playstyle when it comes to the AWP. It's almost not a fair comparison. So I really respect him a lot for his answers. And, well, will he be able to answer anything in this one? Nafany, how is he still alive in this smoke? 3 people have just walked into him. Surely they know by now. Oh my god, they're all walking past him. Nafany, this could be the play of the day. He's somehow crept behind this entire smoke. Finds the first, looking for more. Sees the second. Oh my goodness gracious me. This round just crumbles in front of my very eyes. Entropiq, what are you doing?
I'm going to be looking to find the first buy round of this half. Now, this smoke is definitely favoring Forrester, so if Hobbit does end up swinging out... Oh, what?
Oh.
Forrester, how? There was a gap. You can see the legs. I'm sure the smoke may have rendered differently on this screen, because otherwise there wouldn't have been a reasonable explanation. Besides a fly being on the screen, you can definitely use that excuse. No. It's quite painful when it happens. Now, Shiro only needs an arm there. Krad is going to go down, and now Gambit eSports about to be 14-6. Entropiq, I only think the Magic scoreline 14-7 can save them now.
Yeah, I don't even know if that'll be the case at this stage of the game. Nickelback 6-15, a massively underwhelming performance from him. Also, client-side smoke renderings are something that have confused me to no end. Like, how is that still allowed to be a feature in the game? That is such a random RNG
right?
unfair disadvantage. Like, no, there's 3 different types of smoke patterns, and I'm pretty sure, because Astralis used to abuse this bug, there used to be a command that flipped between the 3 smokes. I don't know if that's been patched or not.
Astralis abused something else. They abused the fact that when the smoke fades, you can see them earlier. That's what they used to abuse.
Are you sure?
I still have a keybind on my keyboard to zoom in on the radar. Now, I'll go back into detail about that pretty soon. Now, we are still in a round. Gonna give my man Nickelback some respect, but
Ooh.
he definitely deserves it. Now, Shiro, that is, I mean, that's gonna cost managed to delete it. It was quite crazy because everyone just ended up abusing it.
Yeah. I need to re-add my jump bind though. That's a big problem I've got at the moment. I've forgotten how to bind a jump bind. And oh, cheery me, Nafany actually jumps out of the way of danger there. Actually, oh my God, Nafany!
Oh.
Nafany's gonna find a triple towards middle. Naki trades 2 back. It's now a bit more of a competitive state, but look at the health on Lackey. Nafany goes absolutely Super Saiyan. I was gonna say these names sound like anime characters, and Nafany just proving it. Oh my good Lord! That is just obscene! And Entropiq have no answer. Hobbit still sits on the A bomb site. He's got two players both on different angles, one of which only has 10 HP left coming towards his position. And if Entropiq don't win this round, that is match point for Gambit. And we could be looking at a double 16-6 finisher.
Yeah, Entropiq are absolutely being pulled apart limb by limb right here.
Like a tender steak.
Yeah. Boneless. No.
Boneless.
Yeah. Ventus. Oh, MP9 actually does end up getting the kill right there. Quite difficult.
Oh.
Not really the weapon you want to... Ooh, Hobbit. Looked like he was going to find a kill there already. Now he's going to actually take it.
Oh, Nickelback. He's had a terrible game so far, and now he's hit the back of his teammate's head with a flashbang. Oh, Alien? Alien.
Not this again.
Oh,
Not this again.
No. Oh, no! No! That was very unexpected!
Yeah, expect the unexpected right here in this game between these two wonderful teams. Now, Lackey probably didn't expect that he would be able to survive, so once again, proving me right there. First, ooh, just gonna be jumping out, finds a headshot. That is quite stylish of him. Sure does find the trade frag. Has a supply sticker. Now that brings me back. It just disappeared for some reason. That is very weird. Now he's going to find a kill onto Nickelback. He's going to go down to Alien. And now we are in a 2 versus 2. But look at the HP on the Entropiq boys. Axel is going to pick up the AWP. This retake definitely has to come in. Still looking like Gambit could come out of this one.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good in the 2 versus 2 right now. Axel in with the AWP. He just needs to peek around that corner a centimetre more. Lackey falls off in the nick of time. And there is now no utility for this retake. Oh, the timings are just terrible. So bad for Gambit, so good for Entropiq. But Intus doesn't care. He spins on in, finds Lackey. It's all down to Ellie and White. Intus makes a lot of noise whilst running. And Intus spins around. Ladies and gentlemen, Gambit eSports, despite a drastic performance in the first map, will pick up the Series 2. Oh, and White, what a roller coaster it's been. So back and forth, especially when it comes to the maps themselves. But